Hey Winxers, what's up? My name is Tyler and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, in today's video I'm doing part 2 of my Jakks Pacific Winx collection review basically, and this is why Jakks Pacific Winx Club dolls are awesome. So, if you want to see why they're literally the bomb, then keep watching. Okay, so before we get into why they're awesome, I want to apologize for two things. The first is if you hear a fan, because like it is so hot, so the fan is running. I turned the AC off, so I gotta have a fan, man. I gotta have a fan. And the next thing is I'm sorry for missing a video on, I think it was Friday. As some of you may know, there's a hurricane coming towards Florida right now. It has thankfully moved away a little bit, but you know, it keeps doing like the cha-cha slide where it goes left and then right and then left and then right again. So like, we'll see. But I do plan on posting either 3 or even 4 videos this week. So there will be one on Monday as well as Tuesday, and then obviously Friday and maybe Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see what I can pump out. But I really want to make that up to you guys because I did not plan on missing a video, but I have just been so busy with storm prep and just getting things ready that I kind of forgot and just haven't had a chance to yet. So I'm working on that now. I'm gonna pre-film a couple things tonight and hopefully get those done. And another thing is, I'm trying red eyeshadow. I feel like it looks great on me in person, and I used to wear it all through high school. Like I loved red and pinks because I've got like really green eyes and I'm like, that color looks so great with them. But like I feel like on camera, it always makes me look really tired, and I don't know, but I also am like, I'm kind of digging it. I don't know. Anyways, that's not why I'm filming this. Let's get into why I'm filming this. Why are Jakks dolls awesome? So if you guys watched my last video, which you should, it'll be linked here, which is why Jakks Winx Club dolls suck. You'll know that I said a lot of things that were sucky about the Jakks dolls, but that they eventually fixed, they eventually remedied. And one of the main things that I talk about in the video a lot is how bad the hair quality was. So I'm going to bring that back as point number 1 here for Jakks and say that, you know what, they fixed it, so good on them. So this is the Power Believix Layla doll. Now, as well as Power Believix, there was Sirenix and there was also Bloomix. These 3 lines all had Connect-Go-On hair. Now this hair is like super, super soft. It's a really nice hair. These dolls, Power Believix dolls specifically, have tinsel in the hair, which is really cool. And if you guys saw my custom Stella link here, you'll know that I love tinsel in dolls. I know that some collectors are kind of wishy-washy on it. I love it, I think it's pretty, and I think it was such a great addition to this line. I'm so happy for it. So yeah, that's like one of the Jakks main points, is that, you know what? They fixed it, they have Connect-Go-On, and the doll's hair was great. I wish that the like budget line dolls that came out alongside these, like the city style dolls, well, like this Flora here, the city style dolls, or even some of, you know, like the underwater Sirenix dolls, like the Bloom and the Stella and Musa set. Like, I wish those dolls also had Connect-Go-On. I'm kind of upset that it was only these 3 lines, but I assume that if Jakks had continued making dolls, they would have stuck with the Connect-Go-On, especially when you look at like the back of the box of the Bloomix, at like the Mythics dolls and stuff. It seems like their hair would have been better textured, but we don't know because they stopped making them. So my second point is, I know that I said how the articulation sucks in the first video, but I also want to point out how it's awesome. Like, aside from that flaw where it breaks easily, you know, if you're careful with them and you're a collector like me, you're not going to be playing with them super rough. They're like, this articulation is great. Like, it makes me so happy that the fairy lines have the full arm, like the elbow and wrist articulation, because it's fun to make them pose and stuff. Now, are there better types of articulation on the market, like the made to move or things like that? Yeah, but again, I think this is pretty great. It's comparable to the Monster High articulation, aside from the fact that it breaks so easily. So I really like it. Again, I wish that all the doll lines had it, but the fact that the fairy ones have it is awesome, and that's a plus in my book. Another thing I talk about in that video is the wings, and this is another thing that of course Jakks fixed later on, aside with the Sirenix collection, which if you want to know my thoughts on that, watch the other video. But if you like look at the wings of this, the Power Believix doll, the Bloomix dolls are the same way. Those may be the only 2 that are like this, unfortunately. But the wings are one jointed piece. Each wing connector is a different color to match the girl, which is awesome that none of the other lines had. And again, these wings don't pop off, so there's no chance of losing the connector or the wings themselves or snapping them. So that's really great. I'm glad that Jakks fixed that and realized there was a problem there, because there was. So now the next thing I want to talk about with these girls has nothing to do with my other video or things that Jakks fixed. It's actually something that I have loved about the Jakks doll since day one, and that is the face screenings, the printings, the artwork done on the faces. And I've always loved it. I've always think that it's not necessarily, in my opinion, show accurate. I just don't think that it's super show accurate, but I give them credit where credit is due. It is super cute. I think that it's really, the eyes are really big and just they're adorable. I love the faces. Again, do I think they really look like the actual cartoon? No, but they're super cute and I will totally give them props for that. And that's why I didn't even mention it as like a why they suck thing, because I do genuinely love the Jakks faces, I always have. So I don't think that it sucks. I think they're really pretty. And if you guys look at any of my up close reviews, you'll see the screenings better, but I always loved how they varied the makeup. Like every line, except for some of the basic lines and like the Charmix line, all had different makeup. They had different eyeshadows, lip colors. They really varied it, and I enjoy that so much. And it's something that I wish we saw more of in the doll community. So props to Jakks, the face screenings are gorgeous. Okay, so this is a little bit of a later line specific thing, kind of like the hair when it comes to outfits. Now, again, I talk about the outfits in my first video. You should go watch it, but I wanna commend them for their later outfits, like this one here, the Power of Winx dolls. I think that these outfits are super accurate. I think that they have lots of detail. I love the fact that there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different materials going on in this 2-piece outfit. You know, I mean, that is amazing that they even did that, considering, again, if you want to know my thoughts on the other Jakks outfits, watch that video. You'll know I didn't really love them. But the fact that they went so detailed, like this Layla doll has a braid here in her hair, which, you know, is just, I love it. And that actually brings me into my next point, is that Jakks always did really good hairstyles. Even with the early dolls that had the sucky hair, the hairstyles were always really cute, you know? Bloom had all her braids in the Winx line, Stella had her ponytails, Flora had her buns, you know, Musa even had like a show accurate hairstyle. Like Jakks always did the hairstyles, I think, well, even if the hair missed the mark. The hairstyles themselves were always cute and I think pretty well done. So that's another prop to them. You know, throwing it back to Sirenix, again, the outfits, super detailed. Bloomix, Power of Winx, the outfits are so stunning and beautiful, and the materials used are great. Like, they're not perfect, I will say that, because I do have some used ones, obviously, and there is fraying, and there's some things that I would personally change, but overall, they're beautiful and much of an improvement, honestly, and I think that Jakks deserves a lot of props for that. I think that partially one of the reasons why Jakks was able to do so much better with those later lines was actually getting rid of those little like collector cards. I think that for some reason that was taking up budget, I guess, I don't know. The point is, as soon as they got rid of that, the dolls like skyrocketed in their quality, and I'm so happy about that. Another reason why Jakks dolls are awesome, and I didn't talk about this in my first video, even though I had some qualms about it, but whatever, too late now, is their boxes. I actually really always liked the Jakks boxes. I like how the dolls are displayed. I always love the artwork. I really love the Power of Winx and the Bloomix dolls. Their boxes are amazing. I like the Harmonix dolls. They're just so pretty. The San Diego Comic-Con dolls had gorgeous boxes. I think that Jakks really, they did packaging well, you know, and I loved it. So good for them. But yeah, so just a lot of the really highlights coming from Jakks when it comes to why they're awesome is their overall hairstyling techniques and stuff like that were always really great. Their later lines had amazing fashions. Like, I mean, look at this. She is so cute. She's got a layered skirt and these super awesome shoes and just amazing. You know, the softer hair that came in with the last fairy lines, this Kanekalon, which is great. The better wings, they have more integrity. They got rid of that stupid glitter and they replaced it with like holographic stuff, which is awesome. They got rid of that awful glitter that just chunks off, so I'm really happy about that. And overall, I mean, Jakks did some great things. Their screenings were always on point, the boxes were always cute, and I think that they were somewhat innovative when it came to the Winx line. I think coming out with the flapping wings in general, even if they were flawed at first, was a step in the right direction. The transforming Bloom doll is awesome. The lights and music Bloom from the Sirenix collection that has like the water and glitter in her legs is literally the coolest. I love her. That was so innovative. You know, that's another thing that Jakks really had going for them, was they really pushed the boundaries on the dolls, and that always made me really happy as a doll collector, because I was like, wow, I've never seen them do that before. You know, and they may have not had the best clothes or the best hair to begin with, but they really pushed it with that, and I always love that. I really wish we could have seen more from them, you know, and it's a shame that they got canceled, but at the end of the day, we got some amazing dolls, and I'm so happy about them, and if you can get them, you should, and if you already have a Jakks collection, be sure to tag me in pictures on Instagram. I really love seeing all of your guys' collections and stuff, and just sharing all the Winx love. It just means the world to me. And these dolls are amazing. And again, if you watch my first video, and even if you skipped my disclaimer at the beginning, or you were like, even with that disclaimer, they're obviously just hating on Jakks to hate on them. I'm not. I really do love these dolls. But like I said in that video, you can critique something and still love it. You know, I mean, like they say, an artist's work is never done, because we can never stop critiquing ourselves, otherwise we'll never grow. So I think that the Jakks dolls had their downfalls, and I talked about that, but I also think that they had a lot of highlights, and I talked about that now. And they're just so pretty, and I'm still missing some from my collection, and I really want them. I'm missing a few of the Sirenix dolls and a few of the Believix dolls, and I'm like, I'm hunting them down, I'm gonna have them all, I'm gonna catch them all. You know, I just got Muso Sirenix from a friend, no wings, but I still got her, and I'm really excited about that. So here's 2 more Jakks dolls, and to loving the ones that we have. So until next time, guys, I hope you really like this video. Be sure to hit subscribe and like if you liked this video. Comment things that you love about the Jakks line. And also be sure to check out my Instagram, because I post lots of doll pictures of my Jakks dolls there. The link will be in the description. So yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.